Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I have a little bit of what's on my desk today, and I also have a teeny tiny little thrift haul. So let's get started. I've been working on two journals sort of at the same time because I was needing for glue to dry on one journal, and I got impatient and wanted something else to do. So I've been working on this old opera and concert guide, and it's going to be a nice one. It's going to be a big one. That's a good size. What is that? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's going to be, boy, 2 3/8 inches, 2.5 inches. Big. Let's just say big. So I've picked out most of the papers. I want to add a bit more music. I've been choosing music paper to go in addition to just the plain tea dyed. So, and that is, hold on, I've been pulling things out here. So I need to sit down and just go through this and add all the sheets of music that I've been choosing. I have to trim this back so that it fits. And usually I can get a few pages out of these check reconciliation pages, because I can see how it's huge. So I can usually make at least one leaf that's a flip out. I can usually use the leftovers from the bottom as a tiny little insert. And I'll be sad when I run out of those, but it's not yet. I have lots still. Anyhow, so far, I think I've got 9, and I think I need to make more. As I've mentioned before, I find when you're doing a hidden hollow back spine in a beautiful old book that your interior pages will lie nicer with more smaller signatures. Then you won't get those great big gaps down here if you try and do it quickly and put in 3 signatures. You'll get these big fat signatures that don't lay properly over on this side. And if you just take your time, it's not that hard. It really isn't. If I can do it, honest to goodness, anyone can do it. Although I will get into some, I got myself into some problems with this one last night. I broke my own rule and I tried to sew signatures at nighttime. And then I tried again, and then I learned my lesson. Anyhow, I really think I'm going to go up to 11 with this one, but I'm going to wait because I haven't added my music papers yet. I know that those are going to get bigger. That's just my blank sheets. I still want to add music papers. So we'll see. I don't know yet. But it's been fortified. I just used some old fabric, of course, that I got from a thrift store. But I thought the colors actually looked nice with that. And this book is from 1930, so it's 90 years old. It's an old girl. This one was just calling my name from over on the shelf. I'll tell you how I found this one. I was hoping to work on a journal on desserts. I had the cover ready with a lovely picture of Jack Sprat and his wife on the cover, and I had the signatures ready, and I had recipes because I wanted to all be on goodies and sweets and delicious things. Well, the cover got mucked up, and I retreated to my cave and cried a bit, and then I came back and thought, no, I'm not giving up. So I went to my shelf to try and find a book that was a similar size this wise. This book is a little smaller depth, but I was looking at this one. I thought, well, maybe I could do this one. Maybe I could somehow get that beautiful picture of Jack Sprat and his wife off the front. And no, that didn't work either. That got really ugly really fast. But then I was also looking at this one, and I just thought, I can't cover this up. This is beautiful. I'm not sure why all these Catholic books are following me around, but it's actually, I do know why. I mean, one of my little stores that I buy from, I think someone emptied out their home library, and that they must have been a student of religion of some kind, because they were all different religions. I also got the I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. Because it's really pretty. No. Oh, rats. No, you know what? I can't find it right now. When I find it, I'll tell you. Anyhow, there were all kinds of books from the Jehovah's Witness faith, Baptist faith, Catholic. There was even a Book of Mormon there. I got one of those. I don't need another one. But this one, I just thought it was so pretty. I don't know if you can see the embossing on it. So pretty. It's from 1913. It has, you can't see very well, but that looks, it's a ship sailing on the seas. And I even love that this has been added to it, and that's somebody's writing. I just love it. And it had, inside, it has lots of nice old photos. Where is this kind of religious type photos? Because it's an encyclopedia, it had, I mean, this is volume 15. So it has people like Leonardo da Vinci in it. I guess famous Catholics. I'm not sure. Anyhow, it was from a Catholic school in Toronto. St. Michael's College. St. Michael's College is quite well known. It's a Catholic boys' day school. Isn't that pretty? That's from, because it was the letter U for United States, so they included that, so that's going to go back in. Anyhow, St. Michael's is quite well known for its boys' athletic. It's got a big hockey team. That's it. The St. Mike's, a lot of famous hockey players went to St. Mike's originally. So anyhow, so I just thought, you know what, this book needed to turn into Catholic All Sorts Part 2, I decided, and I couldn't wait. So while my while my opera guide was, the glue was drying, I got out my X-Acto blade and started cutting this one apart. And it's really coming along nicely. Here's where I got my, oh wait, let's go into what's going to go inside it, and then I'll get into the trouble I got into last night. All right, so I reinforced the spine. I actually put, hold on. The spine was really, really floppy. I mean, it's 107 years old, and this was really floppy. So I really, really I fortified that quite well. And then I decided, as ever, I love black and white and red. And so I chose those as my end papers. Now I've already got my fabric for my hollow back spine, but I'll show you what I picked. I just have a tiny bit of this fabric, and I just love it. Look at those little ladybugs. So that will be, you should put your imagination hats on, and that will be what goes down the center, the whole thing with ladybugs. And you know what, I guess I shouldn't be using such a beloved fabric for in a spine, because eventually you're not going to see it. There's going to be pages sewn on it, but I know it's there, and that makes my heart happy. So let me move that up a bit. So then I also decided that because it's a nice big cover, there's room here to sort of make some work surfaces. So I got some old file divider cardboard, and I sewn around the edge, and I did a bit of a divot there so that it could hold, well, obviously smaller papers eventually. I stamped the year that it was published, so 1913. Now, someone looking at it initially might not know that that's what that's for. They might just think, oh, cool, a number. You know, when you have sort of a industrial kind of journal, it's not unusual to just stamp unknown numbers on it. I posted a photo on Instagram yesterday, or the day before. I had originally made one like this for over on this side, but I made it and I forgot that this is the original library pocket from it, because it was in the school library. Hold on, that's really going in and out, sorry. And I really wanted more room for it than what I originally had given myself. So I made a new one of these. I put 2020 in little numbers down there so that the new owner will know what year they got their journal in 2020. And again, that will be a pocket that, you know, you'll be able to put things in there, or else you'll be able to put things in there. And yeah, so I'm really, really, really excited about this. This is going to be a big book. I've already counted the pages, and I think I'm up to 230 right now, comfortably. It's not doing an alligator mouth thing yet. Anyhow, what I got myself into trouble yesterday was, here is these leftovers. They were discards because I have these, where are they? Oh, come on. I found them at my thrift store, of course. They're sort of file dividers. And I like them because they're already kind of grungy looking. They've been used in somebody's files. So I chose, since this is the Catholic Encyclopedia, I chose the C and the E for Catholic Encyclopedia. And I put them, they're going to go in. So anyhow, last night I have this personal thing. First of all, I don't sew signatures on camera. I just don't do it. I have a hard enough time with no camera going. I'm not going to do it on camera. Anyhow, I had my template ready, and I started sewing in my signatures. And I got partway through with a few in, and then I realized that I had originally planned on 5 signatures, and I had more room than I expected. And as I told you, I would rather have lots of small signatures than a few big fat signatures. And that's when I realized that I was sewing. I have 7 signatures that I was trying to sew on a 5 signature template. So I had to cut them all off, put them aside. This wasn't usable anymore because I'd already poked my holes in it. So I just worried that it would be compromised. Its strength would be compromised. So I had to make a new template and glue fabric onto it. And then I thought, pardon me, you know what? I can do this. I know that it's 9:15, but I can do this. So I start sewing again, and I'm sewing and sewing, and then I realized that I was trying to sew my signatures onto the wrong side, like that. So I had to take them out again. And I didn't throw it across the room or anything. I was good. I took the signatures out, and I kissed it goodnight, and I went downstairs, and I made a cup of tea and watched TV. So then I got up here this morning, and the signature sewing went much better. Oh, here we go. Here I can show you. Isn't that going to look nice? Oh, Oh, I don't know what. This is my new love, these kinds of journals. I just love, I just love the simplicity. I love that there's a little bit of a sort of office look to them. But there's still the fun. Like, you know, ladybugs aren't in office books. I mean, unless you're a bug scientist. There must be a word for a bug scientist, and I don't know what it is. My son would know. Actually, most of my kids would know. Anyhow, so that's that. Let me put these, because I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more signatures to sew in. Oh, let me show you what I did with these cards before we go, because it is what's on my desk. For this one, I didn't want to make folders because this board is really, really thick. It's much thicker than a usual file folder. So I knew I only wanted one thickness of it in the book. I didn't want it bulking this book up too much, but I still wanted it because it's got so much character. So what I did with this one, I made a full-size pocket, and although there's stitching on it, I glued it. I did the stitching first, and then I glued it. So then papers can go in here like that. Well, I'm not going to do it right now because this paper is 107 years old, and I'm not forcing this paper to do anything it doesn't want to do. So I made a full-size pocket for this one. And then, now that's signature 2. Then on signature 5, I have another one, the E for encyclopedia. I made a shorter one. And again, I didn't do any stitching on this one. But I did, where's something that I can tuck in there so I can show you? Huh, come on. Oh, here we go. So again, here's another little pocket that can just go right there. You'll use something smaller than Ada, Ava, and Mervyn. So that is just going to be really neat. Here's some original, a page from the book. Blueberries for Sal. I love this book. There's a page from Blueberries for Sal in this book. And there's also a page, I'm not sure whether it's back here. Wanda Gog, Millions of Cats. I love that book too. Where did I put it? Are you in here, Wanda? No, you're not in here. You must be in one of these. Anyhow, this one was really, really a challenge to sew in because it's got all these staggered pieces, and I'm really having fun doing that. I'm really enjoying it. Anyhow, so yeah, this is going to be a big one. The opera book is going to be a big one too, and it's actually it's going to be in a similar spirit of that. I want to have, I'm enjoying the staggered little snippets here and there. So let's put this, oh, I'll show you what I'm planning to do with the front. So the front is going to have, I'm going to put a word, I'm going to put something there. I found this awesome key. I was going to use it on a previous journal and it didn't get used, and this time it's getting used. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Come on, camera. It's got a lion on it. How cool is that key? So this key is going on. I haven't decided yet whether, I've got some seam binding here that's going to get wrapped. And I don't know whether the key is going to go on the seam binding like a fob to give it a bit of weight to put it through, or whether I want to put an eyelet up here and hang the key off the eyelet. And I'm also thinking I might want to use that little hook to hook the seam binding on that. Anyhow, I think that's going to look really, really neat. I don't know what word I'm going to be putting in there yet. That always comes to me later, so we'll see. But I really think this book is going to be beautiful. And I can't remember if I've ever done a black one. I love doing red books. Red is my favorite color. But I'm liking this black, I think, because it's got a little pop of red there. All right, so that's what's on my desk. So I'm going to finish sewing those after I turn off the camera. I did a teeny tiny thrift haul today. I went to see my mom and she's doing great. And I did her hair for her because it's Tuesday. And then I actually just went to a local thrift store. I didn't go out to my Wayscale thrift store because the skies looked kind of iffy today. And I do have to go through a bad stretch of highway. Hold on. There we go. To get to and from where my mom lives. So anyhow, so I came back to my town and went to my little thrift store in my town. And I actually am glad I did because, boy, wait till you see what I found. I'm so excited. I love these little table runners that are kind of oval shaped because I think they make a pretty wrapping for a journal. So I found one of those. It was 59 cents. I was sad. Turns out yesterday was Senior's Day. I missed Senior's Day. Oh well. Found a few little old cards. It's a cute little card. I like the color of the envelope. It's sort of a peachy color. Now, I don't think this is old, but it's pretty. And I like the old piano and the kitty cat up top looking down and the dog going, "Arr!" Just cute. And then there were a few here. This is actually a postcard. It's not old. It's a reprint. But it's pretty. That'd make a nice pocket. Here's another one. I can't imagine actually that the post office would mail this. I guess they would. I can't imagine. And then this is a full-size card. Valentine card, but I liked the cover. And I thought that as well maybe could be a pocket. Oh, Crabtree and Evelyn. $2.95. Wow, I paid 25 cents. Look at that envelope though. Isn't that gorgeous? So I got those. Those were 25 cents each. Then I got a boring old Reader's Digest book, but I got it for a reason. Not for this. It was 99 cents, which is a great price. I liked the color. I liked this soft, dusty green. I liked the size of it. And I just thought that this is the perfect size. I enjoyed so much making those winter solstice books last month. And I just thought, not the guts here. There's nothing I'll do with it. It's just an old Reader's Digest book. I mean, these are a dime a dozen in thrift stores everywhere. I don't see a year. This one doesn't even have a year. It just goes straight into the books. 2015. It's not very old, but it's the cover that I wanted. For 99 cents, I can't make this cover myself by hand from scratch for 99 cents. I can't do it. The cardboard, the paper, the glue, it would all come to more than 99 cents. So for this one, I'll be able to take this text block out, and then next Christmas I will be able to make another. I'll probably put fabric, some pretty fabric, or maybe some, lace down that spine to cover up this. Anyhow, I was happy. 99 cents for that. Now, what's coming up? I think I almost shrieked for joy when I was at the store. I don't know if any of you recall when I've grown a lot. I'm only 60. There should be no need for all that groaning. When I found this book of the William Morris prints, it's wrapping paper and it's gorgeous. Guess what I found? Oh, I'm so happy. I found this book and this book and this book This one's not even opened. It's still got the plastic wrap on it. I'm so excited. These are so gorgeous. Let me take a look inside. It's still got, I don't know if I'll use these tags. They'll probably go back in one of my return donation things. Hold on, let me make sure I can get as much room as possible so you can see. So it's a book of wrapping paper. How gorgeous is this? And these sheets, you pull them out. It's got a perforation here, and then it opens right up wide. And I've used the William Morris ones. It's thin because it's wrapping paper, but it's very easy to apply it to cardstock and use it as end papers. How gorgeous are these? I think I have found end papers for the rest of my life. They're just beautiful. Wouldn't that be gorgeous in a Christmas journal? Poppies. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I started grabbing them all. I saw one and I thought, oh, and then underneath was another one and another one. And yeah, I couldn't believe it. And they seem to be completely intact. Look at the hummingbirds. Oh, so beautiful. Wow. I used this kind of paper inside the first catalog or all sorts that I did. There's just a color combination for any book. Cockatiel and lemons. Oh my goodness. Wow. Are those dandelions? They're dandelions. Oh. Wow. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. This one might be my favorite one that I looked through. English chintz floral designs from the Victoria and Albert Museum. There's some more of these tags. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Oh. Seriously, I could weep. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I have end papers for the rest of my life. Oh, I love that. That might have to go in the opera book. I thought I had my end papers chosen for that opera book, but looks like I probably don't. Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. I love it. Wow. Okay, so now you can see what I mean when I said I literally gasped out loud when I saw all of these. Let's take a look in this one. Where's some scissors? There we go. Art Nouveau designs. Alrighty, let's see, Art Nouveau. Oh, wow. I'm not sure those colors are for me, but never say never. Very pretty. Wow. Okay, these ones are different. I think I like the other three books better than these, but oh, it looks like trees. I like that one. Never say never. Oh, I like that one. Looks like there's 2 pages of each. Wow. Very pretty. So that was my day. That was my running around out to see my mom and back. And now I'm going to finish sewing in the signatures into this little baby. And I'm going to finish adding papers to the signatures for this little baby. So I hope you're all having a good day. It's overcast up here, but it's not snowing, so I'll take it. I don't have to shovel overcast, so I don't mind. All right, well, I'm going to get to work. Everyone, take care. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Bye.